What's up guys, I'm Eloise, also known as Fitwaffle, and I'm super excited to be on the Waitrose channel today. Welcome to my home. I'm going to be cooking from home today, and I'm going to be showing you how to make chocolate chip cookie dough bars. These bars have a crisp top and a super gooey middle. They're loaded with chocolate chips and they are so easy to make. So if you know me, you know I am obsessed with chocolate chip cookies. I didn't want all of that rolling into balls and that chilling time, so these bars are just absolutely perfect for when you want a chocolate chip cookie but don't want the extra time that goes with it and the extra hassle. Right, let's get baking. First off, you need unsalted softened butter, light brown sugar and granulated sugar. I'm using two types of sugar here because I really like the flavor and the texture that it gives. I like the caramelized flavor from the brown sugar, so this is a must for me. I've always loved baking and I've always loved food. I actually started Fitwaffle taking photos and videos of food at restaurants when lockdown hit. I wanted to post recipes online because I wanted to give people something to do whilst we were all in lockdown, and honestly it was just mind-blowing how popular the recipes were. Perfect. So that's looking really good now. It's really light and fluffy and there's no lumps remaining. Next, I'm gonna add in 2 eggs. Make sure your eggs are at room temperature as this is gonna help them mix and combine more easily. I'm gonna set my eggshells aside and these can always go in the compost. Vanilla extract, a teaspoon of this. So that helps to really give this cookie dough a really nice flavor, just a hint of vanilla. Now I'm gonna use a wooden spoon to combine these, as I feel like it gives you a bit more control when combining these ingredients. I've used an electric whisk to do this before, and I find it creates too much air in it, and it can make your cookie dough bars go cakey. It also allows you to scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure everything combines properly. And you're just gonna keep going with this until there's no sign of any egg left and everything's fully combined. I absolutely love cookie dough. It's just one of those things that I think is so comforting and it's always so easy to make. That's why I love these bars, because they are really, really simple to make. They're quick, they go in the oven, and then you just get these really nice, indulgent, warm cookie dough bars at the end. And I just love this recipe. It's good fun to make as well. Most of the ingredients you probably already have in your cupboard. If you've got people coming over and you want a really quick and simple dessert to make, then these are perfect. So my egg has come together now, and you can see that it's gone a little bit lumpy. Do not worry, do not panic, because this is totally normal and it's not going to make a difference to your cookie dough. If you want the full recipe, the link is in the video description. Let me quickly show you. As you can see here, there's a little lump of brown sugar left. This doesn't matter because they will bake perfectly in the oven still, and sometimes you just can't get rid of them, so it's perfectly fine. Next, I'm going to be adding in our dry ingredients. So I'm going to start with the plain flour, followed by bicarbonate of soda, 1 teaspoon of that, make sure it's level. It just helps to give the cookie dough a little bit of a rise. I actually really like salt and chocolate together, so the salt for me is a must in here. Now I'm just going to fold in the flour and those other ingredients until just combined. We don't want to overmix here, as that can give you a tough cookie. I've always loved baking. I actually used to bake with my auntie and little sister a lot, so baking brings back really fond memories for me, and I feel really lucky that I get to do it for my job. So the cookie dough is pretty much ready now, just before we add the chocolate chips. As you can see, it's not too tough and it's not too runny. It's nice and sticky, and we've just got a couple of streaks of flour left. I'm using milk chocolate chips here, but you could also use dark chocolate chips or white chocolate chips, or if you've got some leftover chocolate bars in your cupboard, then you can actually chop those up and chuck those in too. And I'm just gonna hold a few of these back just to sprinkle on the top before it goes into the oven. Now I'm going to fold the chocolate chips through until they're evenly distributed. This recipe is super flexible, so you can add as little or as many chocolate chips as you like. So our cookie dough is done now. Now I'm going to put it in the tin. Ooh, there you go, throwing it everywhere. So just dollop it in and then we're going to smooth it out. Now I'm going to push the cookie dough all the way to the edges so it's nice and even. So make sure your cookie dough is all pushed into the corners. The edges do rise when baking, so I tend to push down the edges a little bit further than I do the middle. Perfect, it's looking really good. Last thing to do is sprinkle over our remaining chocolate chips. My oven is already preheated and they're gonna go in for about 20 to 25 minutes. If your oven does cook unevenly, like mine does, then you can always carefully turn it around halfway through. The cookie dough is now cooked, but it's really important at this stage not to take it out of the tin yet, as it will just fall apart because it's still really gooey inside. What I like to do now, just to finish it off, is give it a sprinkling of salt. This is optional, but definitely recommended. Perfect, so that's enough salt for me. I'm really happy with that. I really like that sweet and salty combo. Now I'm just gonna leave this in the tin to let it cool fully. My cookbook, Bacon Easy, is all about making bacon easy, as it says on the title. It's basically full of 3, 4, and 5 ingredient recipes, as well as these cookie dough bars. And I was just absolutely shocked at the response that I got from it. And more importantly, I just love it because it makes baking really accessible and really fun. Right, so it's fully cooled now and it smells amazing. So as you can see, the edges are nice and brown, they're nice and crisp. The middle is really gooey, so if you're that type of person that prefers an edge or a middle, you get the perfect combination here. Right, now let's cut it and see the inside. Moment of truth, let's have a look inside. Ah, amazing, that's looking really good. So as you can see, it's really gooey in the middle. We've got those slightly cakier, crisp edges and that crackly top, that crisp top. That's so good. I love how caramelized it is and those chocolate chips. I really hope you guys give these a go and I really hope you enjoy them. If you like this recipe, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos. I'll be back very soon and thanks for watching. I'm gonna go enjoy these now.